Welcome to the Long Island Matchmaker with Maureen Tara Nelson on KJOY 98.3. I'm your host, Todd Shapiro, with the lovely, the beautiful, the wild, the most smartest, compassionate, and humanistic person there is in the world, Maureen Tara Nelson. Yay!
Now you see why I love this guy, Todd Shapiro. He is absolutely the best. I am so honored that he is gracing my presence by being on the radio show today. Thank you for being here, Todd.
So, I don't know about you, Maureen, but I got to tell you something. All this turkey I've been eating and stuff like
Yes.
that, here it is. We come back on, here's Sunday, and I'm still eating leftovers. It's crazy the kind of leftovers, whatever. But you know what? One thing, it makes you, if you're single, and you talked about this before, you told me the whole thing.
Yep.
If you're single and you're sitting there with mom and dad and grandma and your ex-wife and your first wife and your second wife, all these people standing there, it makes you think about family and being single, about wanting to have family again and going back. It's almost like inspiration. The holidays. Talk about the holidays and that crazy little thing called love.
Now is the time to find love for the holidays. And I don't think there is anybody on this earth that does not want to be in love for the holidays especially, because it's such a beautiful time of year where everyone is happy or making an effort to be happy. There's so many extra things to do, like going to see the tree in the city, going to Broadway shows. That's one of my favorite things to do around the holiday season. And you want to do that with someone special.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So you're looking for love during the holidays.
Yes.
How would I call you up and get you on the phone if I want to ask you and I want to sign on to the Matchmaker and I want to have a matchmaker go through that course and take me through the intricate part of finding that special someone? I would call, what phone number would I call you at, Maureen?
Okay.
Tara Nelson, Long Island Matchmaker, to the stars and the regular people.
Yes. So I have the best of the best people. In fact, I would say the singles that we have, and over 2,000 in New York.
2,000?
Yep, they are.
So if I started now, I'd be going on dates for the next 6 years. This is pretty good.
I narrow that
by the next 6
down
weeks.
because everyone has to be compatible to you in 3 ways with your 5
what's
must-haves.
the phone number? You're not giving me your phone number.
1-888-31-MATCH.
1-888-33-MATCH.
Nope. 1-888-31-MATCH.
1-888-31-MATCH.
Yes.
See, say that 3 times after having a holiday meal.
Or what I love when people go to my website first, MTNMatchmaking.com.
Wait, what was that again?
MTNMatchmaking.com, because I don't like to have to sell myself. I am not going to talk to someone on the phone or on an interview and start saying, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, you should do this program. I don't do that. A person has to already know who I am, know how hard I work, know how blessed by God I am that I get to do what I love every single day, and already know those things. So then I can just assess them and get to know their personality style so I can do my expertise is in finding someone that you're compatible with.
More people don't realize what you do, but you give out free advice.
Yes.
And I got to tell you something. There I was on Facebook, charting. I left TikTok and went into Facebook, because I couldn't juggle enough things and throw things up the air and catch them and dance hard enough. So I went back to Facebook, and there you are, Facebook and Live. Tell me, do you have a regular show on Facebook? What is this, the Maureen Tara Nelson dynasty?
No, it's Friday Facebook Live, and I've done it a lot of different ways over the past 5 years. Usually it would be with my team. And then after the pandemic, for some reason, my brother and all my family is retired. No one needs to work financially. But my family all works with me because they know how much I love it. And they've gotten a little taste of it by helping me out here and there. So they all work with me. It's fantastic. I love it. So my brother, who moves to Texas, decides, I want to do Facebook Live with you. So now every Friday, Facebook Live, I do it with my brother Brian, who is in Texas, and he works the 9 p.m. to midnight shift with me via my iPad.
It's a family affair.
Yes. I have my beautiful and talented niece, Trisha, back with me. She worked all of my
I love Trisha. She is so, let me tell you, she's so compassionate and wonderful. She really helps the clients and helps the people out there. You know, I got to tell you something. When you call a matchmaker, it's calling a doctor.
Yes.
It's providing a kind of service that you think, you know what, if you want to go meet somebody, you know, you can meet somebody. But chances are you're going in with the wrong kind of things. You're going in there, you don't know if you're compatible. You're wasting time. If you're 50 years old, or you're 60 years old.
Or 30.
30 years old. But you're spending all this time. You should go for the right thing and go for the thing that matches. Find out what you want and get what you want. Because if you don't get what you want, what are you getting? What are you getting?
And I won't let anyone settle. A lot of times women will come in and they'll say, I went to a matchmaker. She told me I need to dumb down. And I said, that's because she didn't have men at your caliber in her program. I do, because I advertise on every single sporting event on Cablevision. So if someone has cable TV and they watch sports, which most men do, I have my commercial there. So I have just about as many men as I do women, and I don't take on everyone. Everyone has to pass the same screening process, which you're probably going to ask what it is. No felony record. Everyone has to be positive. If someone is negative, I do not want to work with them. I don't want their money. I don't need their money. They're gone. Everyone has to be emotionally stable so they know what they want. Everyone has to be either financially stable or very financially stable. And lastly, everyone has to be looking for either marriage or a committed relationship. So that evens the playing field. All of our clients are the top 10% of singles.
Top 10%?
The top 10%.
So let's say I want to find that top 10%.
Yes.
Let's say I'm searching.
Yes.
What number do I dial to get Maureen Tara Nelson on the phone, Long Island's premier matchmaker?
Okay, so now I'll give you my Suffolk Melville office number.
What is that number?
631 577 7940.
I can't hear you. Say that again.
Okay, now I'll give you my Nassau County number.
Yes.
516-444-2861.
Wow.
And the funny thing is, I am a control freak, but that's in a good way because I have to keep my eyes on everything that goes on with my company. So all three of those numbers get diverted to my personal phone.
So you gave me some questions, stuff like that, but I got my own questions to ask you, Maureen.
These are questions that people write in.
Let's talk about what's a turnoff. Let's say I'm going on a date, right?
Yes.
I'm dressed up. I move my hair up. I'm throwing my chains down there. I'm hitting the town. I'm cruising Deer Park Avenue. Forget about it. I'm here. Maureen. I'm ready for some action.
What are you, Stephen Colbert, making fun of me? Remember when he was making fun of me with Cuomo?
It's more
Maureen,
Saturday Night Live.
Obviously from Long Island.
But there's something else. So let's say I'm out there. I come out. I go to dates. Give me 5 turnoffs that you find on a date that really turns you off if they show up.
Okay.
What turns you off on a man? Man shows up. Do you look at his shoes? Do you look at his nails? Do you look at his hair?
Yes. Hygiene is number one. Okay. So even if you own a construction company, that's fabulous. But then you have to go get a manicure and have clean nails.
So nails are important.
Yes.
That could be a turnoff.
It's a huge
So if your nails,
turnoff.
you got a little dirt action going on, you lose the date.
Yes, unless you want to date a farmer.
I'll be honest.
So if you're with a farmer, she'll be fine with that.
There could be some good fantasies with a farm girl. I don't know if you know about the farmer that came knocking on the door.
So
you wind up in Yappahank and yip Yappahank. Woohoo! Fun in the sun.
Okay, well that's not what I do here. So I'm getting people in committed relationships
when
with
you're out
someone
there,
compatible.
A few drinks, you know what I mean? You're stuck out there. What are you gonna do?
Yep.
That's why you got that Suffolk number.
Okay, so
just kidding.
Hygiene is number one. Number 2 is positivity.
So if I walk in, I go to that date and say, life sucks.
Yeah,
hey,
bye.
Are you miserable?
Yeah.
I'm divorced. I don't have anyone. Life's terrible.
My ex-wife sucks.
You know?
If any guy says that, get up and leave.
So if I started my date off like, you know what? I really can't find anyone. It's really depressing. I'm broke. So how's your day? Is it over? Is
yes,
that a deal breaker?
It's over.
Did I say
Get up
wrong?
and walk out because you're not going to change that guy.
So positivity. You got to have action.
Huge.
You got to say to yourself, you know, hey, life is great. I'm wonderful.
Well, I mean, you're not going to say I am wonderful, but you're going to ask a lot of questions because that's another turnoff. Someone that only talks about themselves. You have to make sure, here's a good rule of thumb. When you're on a date, make sure the other person is always talking more than you did.
How about what you always tell me about that Billy Joel song you always hear and that thing that makes a difference, you know? You know, that when you go out there and you always say, you know, what's that phrase from that Billy Joel song, you know? Only the good die young? No. Honesty is such a lonely word.
Yes.
So you say honesty is a lonely word. So, you know, I've been on dates, I'll be honest with you. I remember going on this date once, and I told the girl I was, you know, like 15 years younger than I was.
Don't lie.
Well, you know,
never lie.
I'll never forget it was my birthday, right? I told her I was younger, whatever. She somehow found it. These girls they're smart today, you know? They even got calculators. But no, they're really smart. So
ladies.
These girls go out there. They knew how old I was. I'll never forget. She goes, I'll be right back. And I've been there. I'm still sitting there 15 years later in the same chair. No, but you know what? You go. So honestly, like the Billy Joel song is such a lonely word. It is, right?
Yes.
So you always got to be honest. You can't let's say you stretch it a little.
I don't care how hot you think you are. If you go into a date and you lie about anything, it's not going to work. So just don't lie. Or if you want to stretch the truth and give a white lie, that's okay. White lies are okay. Lies are not okay.
So let me get to these white lies here. So I go on the date. I want to say a few things. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm out there. I go on the date. I'm talking to her. She's talking back to me. I'm like, how are you? She goes, how are you? You know, so I go there. We talk a little back and forth with a little action, a little act. She's looking at me. I'm looking at her. And then I say to her, you know, I'll never forget my first wife. God bless her soul. Right? I said to her,
she died?
No, but you know, she got divorced. So
that's
I never
usually what you say when someone dies.
You know, but anyway,
okay, she didn't die, people.
So I said to her, I'll never forget. I said, like, I said
get all
to her,
condolence flowers tomorrow.
I go, why don't we go out to the American Hotel? You know, she goes, you're a nice guy, but I'm not going to a hotel with you on the first date. I go, but she didn't know the American Hotel is a restaurant in Sag Harbor. So she goes to me, goes, you're a nice guy. I go, come on, we'll have lobster. She goes, I don't care if you give me lobster. I'm not going to no hotel with you. So maybe I said something wrong.
But that was good, and that's...
But it was a restaurant.
Yes, and that is a cute little story that once you realize she misinterpreted... See, this is the problem out there. When people date on their own without our help at MTN Matchmaking, there's so much miscommunication. We could have fixed that in 2 seconds. You never saw that girl before, after, because of that miscommunication. Whereas we would just say... Oh, sweetie.
So let's talk about...
You got that wrong.
Let's talk about one thing, the most important thing Long Islanders do, and every Long Islander does. You put that tanning lotion on. Let's say you put... Come
on, I have good tanning.
No,
right?
you're good. Listen, you got legs. Boy, you got... Oh, hello. Whoa. Come on, forget about that.
I do love my legs. And
my God, those legs.
My whole body is tan. By the way, my whole body is tan, if you know what I mean.
Well, we can do this for the midnight show, but right now, this show is 7 o'clock in the morning, so we got to make, we got people coming back from church or going to church.
I have the best tanning sauce.
You got the best
best
everything.
Boobs, yes,
Forget
of course. But I wasn't even going to say that. What I meant is, I do have the best new tanning, self-tanning.
So be honest with you. So I thought back then, you know what I mean? I was new at this stuff. I went to that, the tanning booth, and it squirts at you, and it starts squirting this it looks like almost like a mud slinging at you. The mud comes at you, your face has it, you're dripping tan, it's coming out of your thing. I said, make me darker. And it got darker, and the dark's coming out of my eyebrows.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you start putting the other stuff, you start turning orange.
Right.
Is there a thing about putting too much tan stuff on?
Yes.
Is that a problem?
Yes, it is.
Tell me the truth.
The truth is, I am not a believer in the spray tans at a place. Go to a place where they're going to put it on you themselves because they know what they're doing. Or buy the stuff that I buy. I bought it all up. So there's none left on the market. Okay. I literally bought all...
You got great tan. I'll be honest with you. There's no tan lines. Not that I ever got there, but there's no tan lines.
There are no tan lines because I have this consistent tan everywhere, like I said. So this product happens to be the best that I've ever had in all my years.
Because it's important. It
makes you look better.
I got very pale skin. I mean, look at me.
Doesn't everybody look better tan?
You know what? It adds a little to a little Saint Tropez, a little Puerto Rico.
I think it makes everyone look sexy. I mean, when I look at myself, I'm like, oh, wow, I'm pretty sexy there. And I know it's the tanning stuff I put on. That's what it is.
I think it's that perfume. Wow. That perfume.
I love Jean Paul, which ran out of it. I have to go pick it up today, in fact.
Well, you know what? Birthdays come around the corner. We're almost by Christmas.
Yes,
now I know what to get you. If you could buy me some Brood, I'll be happy. Brood or English leather. So is it?
My dad used to wear that.
Let's get into this. If you have the wrong cologne on,
yes.
Let's say you throw you.
Yes, horrible.
Let's say you're trying to save some money, so you go to that great store to buy cologne, CVS.
Yeah.
Walgreens.
Don't ever buy a no-name
and they have
cologne.
They have a special like $7.
Yeah.
Is that too much to spend on cologne?
It's never worth it to go in and get the knockoffs or the cheap no-name colognes. Because if that was a good scent, one of the big companies would have picked that up, marketed it.
But they got the fake ones. They got like Drake Carr with 3 Ks.
Right.
They don't smell
the same.
They got Calvin Jones and Calvin Klein.
Don't ever buy that.
These are good stuff here.
Don't buy it because it does not smell the same.
All right, so basically, you got to smell good. You got to have a good tan line.
But smell good for you. For example, every cologne and every perfume smells differently depending upon someone's body.
So let me put this. I've seen people get dressed up or whatever. Like, this goes back to the days when you go to nightclubs. Remember, you ever go to a nightclub?
Yes,
I mean, you're almost 30, right? Something like that.
39.
So years ago, you go to nightclubs.
Actually,
I went
49.
to the nightclubs. I remember I'd go down to Uncle Sam's. I'd go down to Levittown. I'd hang at Spit. I'd go to Focus. I'd go to Metro 700. I had everywhere. I love the clubs. Saturday Night Fever. I'm boogie-wooging down the thing. Putting my hands up in the air, doing the disco fever, having a big fro. Forget about it. I look good. So back then, you know what? It was just a different kind of world, right?
Yes, it really, really was. Things have been harder now to find the right person. So what happens is a lot of people settle, and then they get divorced. So you just avoid all that.
Wait 1 second. Would you just say divorced?
Yeah.
So let's say I'm divorced. I can't find anyone. And I'm looking for that special person. How would I get in touch with you, Maureen Tara Nelson? What is that phone number of yours to contract the world's premier matchmaker on Long Island, New York, Long Island, New York?
I would just be happy.
What's the phone number? Get to the facts.
The best matchmaker on Long Island.
What's the phone number?
That would make me very happy for the rest of my life.
You are the best matchmaker on Long Island.
Thank you.
Phone number, please.
1-888-31-MATCH.
What'd you say?
516-444-2861.
And the website. I want to get in the website. I want to look at some pictures.
Always please look at the website. And we are revamping our website. So in about 2 weeks, it's going to be totally improved and with a more classic look to it. MTNmatchmaking.com.
MTNmatchmaking.com.
There is something I wanted to talk about. Women looking sexy for men. There is this stigma out there that some women are getting offended by being told that. it has to stop, ladies. I am all pro woman, believe me. But when it comes to relationships, the best advice I can give everyone for the holidays is it's okay to look sexy and classy. And it's important to do it because there have been too many instances that I have personally dealt with my clients, people I've tried to help, people that I interviewed that I can't take on because they were not open to this. And this happened the entire weekend, except for the people that I did sign up. I disqualified so many people this weekend because the ladies look totally frumpy.
So you could be frumpy, but let's talk about dress, because you know what?
Yeah.
Dressing is so important. Like I'll never forget.
Important.
Like I was talking about clubs and stuff,
Yes.
whatever. So you go to a club. I remember there were kind of people. The guy that wore the suit to the nightclub means he never wore a suit during the day. He would dress up. He would wear that suit. He'd come in with the three-piece suit.
Point. Yeah.
He came in with a suit. The guy during the day, he wore jeans. He wore carpenter pants. But at night he thought he was going in to be a stockbroker.
Right.
So but let's talk about dress. You want to go out, you want to wear, today you can wear jeans and sneakers. You go to Louis Vuitton, you go to Gucci, you go to, you got to have the right shoes.
Yes.
Sneakers could be expensive. You can wear sneakers to a date, can't you, today?
Yes, as long as they're nice, cool sneakers.
Okay, let's get into pants.
Don't wear Adidas. Don't have in your head, with the 3 stripes on the side.
Yeah, but you know what?
When you're going out on a date,
right? But look at what he called. Look at who's the guy who's married to Kim Kardashian? Kanye West got these sneakers. You know how much those sneakers go for?
How much?
How hard are those sneakers?
Oh, I got a pair right now.
Right. How much they cost?
$700.
They're Converse?
But no.
They're Adidas.
They're Adidas?
But you don't say you can't get these.
But wait, they have the 3 stripes though, or they're updated.
You don't understand.
Oh, look at this! Wow,
you don't understand.
Okay, so look at how cool those are.
But those sneakers, people wait online for 3 years.
Yes,
to get those sneakers.
I'm talking about the ones from the '80s that have the 3 stripes on the side.
So you can wear sneakers on dates. We got some fashion tips here.
But put a nice jacket on, jeans and a nice jacket.
Okay, so I could wear jeans.
Yeah.
What kind of jeans? Listen, I like those. Levi's.
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 Remember that commercial?
No. So
Do you remember it?
Can you wear 3 buttons or can you wear a zipper? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so you can wear jeans, whatever. So you can wear jeans. Can you wear colored jeans, black jeans?
Yeah, actually, color jeans are cool.
So I got the black jeans.
So try to look cool. Try to look stylish.
And then you wear a blazer, right?
Yes.
Like a blazer.
A blazer.
Always wear a blazer.
Always, yes.
How many buttons can you load that shirt down? Can I go down to my belly button?
Well, can I tell you, I don't think ladies really want it all the way down. Okay, so just, I know a lot of guys want to show their pecs and stuff, but just like you don't want a woman showing all of her boobs, you want a little.
You want to be teased a little, right?
Exactly.
A little tease.
Yes. So men don't have the shirt buttoned all the way down. Now here's a controversial.
Now also too is, let's say your body doesn't fit, and you got people that wear these tight clothes.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. You know what? This girl once told me she called these people stuffed sausages. Because their bodies were flapping out of stuff.
Right.
And it was like going.
Yes.
It's like going to Walt Disney World.
That's
These people in Orlando running around with somebody's clothes.
Try to look
and I'm not saying it's just
classy and
that because it gets people from all over. Some people are wearing clothes that don't fit them. They're wearing they're like stuffed in this little clothes.
Yes.
Imagine wearing those. Remember the show Grease? And wearing those pants. Imagine trying to get into a small pants and you're extra large.
Right, you can't.
There's a problem there.
Yes.
Forget about it, right?
Yes,
that thing bounces back and forth so you got to wear the clothes that fit you.
Yes.
Sometimes a little extra room is okay.
Yes. And now this new look though of everything being baggy, I'm not a big fan. Okay, you know what I'm talking about? So just all right, if they're a little bit larger, okay, you can put in your head, this is in style now, and that's cool. But don't take things to the extreme. The extreme with anything is never good. But I want everyone to know that when you do call our service, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. and take your money. That's why I disqualified the women that were not open to me helping them be sexier. There's nothing wrong.
So what about
with
drinks?
saying you want to look sexy.
When do you cut off a girl and you realize she's an alcoholic?
Seriously,
so let's say you're going out there.
Yes.
Yeah, so I went on this date. I'll
Yes.
never forget. This brings back the memories. My God. I went out with this girl. In the first half hour, she's on her third drink. And I realized...
don't be sloppy.
I live in New York City. I'm a little different.
Yes.
So, like, you know...
I have an apartment in the city.
Well, that's something good to know about. Are you saying? No. So anyway, let's get into this thing here. Let's get back in. The girl's ordered 3 or 4 drinks just the first half hour. Now it's up to $150 I'm paying for these drinks. Some people are calculating so she don't get drunk. I'm calculating so I don't get broke.
All right, so
it's bad.
She's
the girl's
gonna
ordered
get
3 or 4
sloppy.
drinks. But
So
forget
no.
about sloppy. I mean, listen, you
don't
can't
want
afford
that.
it. You know the girl's like, you know, and this is like at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
Imagine by 7 o'clock, that
Right,
woman's like,
right.
you know, she's falling down in your lap.
Right, and you're thinking you're going to get sex. No, you're not. She's falling asleep. She will literally be falling asleep on you.
How do you cut her off? Do you just say, I'll be right back and leave? Can you leave the girl? Can you just walk out and not come back?
That's an awkward situation because that woman clearly is an alcoholic. Okay.
Do I call AAA in the middle of the day? And all of
I
a sudden
would call AA and say, you have an important call. Here, take this call rather than our date. This is more important for you. So.
Wow. How do you know somebody before you invite them to, you know?
Yeah, that's the point. You have to know them well enough.
That's why you go to a matchmaker.
Yes, of course.
So let's say I go to a matchmaker.
Them.
How would I call to get a matchmaker? Somebody like Maureen Tara Nelson, Long Island Matchmaker.
Please just look up either Maureen Tara Nelson or Long Island Matchmaker.
Or MTN Matchmaking.
Actually, I don't even know if... Yeah, MTN Matchmaking, yes.
I could Google.
But yes. And just so you know, Todd Shapiro was on page 6.
Yeah, I was on page 6. I was at Rayo's, and Eli Manning was there, and so was a few other, like, you know, New York Yankees, and for some reason they always find me in the papers, you know.
And Todd invited me to the first Islander game in the skybox. I was so impressed.
So let's talk about
fun.
this. Let's say you go on a date.
Yeah.
And you know what? And you're a big sports fan. And the girl was like not a sports fan, or the guy is not a sports fan. You're going to, and it could be a problem too, because there you're on a Sunday, you want to watch a game. Some people live for sports. It's like going to a gym.
Right.
How do you find the medium to find someone? And you're really attracted to someone, you think they're great, but you know their sport on a Sunday could be shopping, where your sport on a Sunday could be watching
because
stuff.
Activities and hobbies is not compatibility. You have to have the same inner core values. That's compatibility. You can have opposite hobbies, and that's okay because you just have to be open-minded. So the big sports fan, that girl should want to learn more about sports. And if she likes to go out shopping, he should give her his credit card and say, I'm going to watch the game. You go out to Louis Vuitton and come back with these sexy heels.
I got to tell you something, right, Maureen?
Yes.
You told me about these people being couch potatoes. So guess what I did when I went home? I took my couch, I put potatoes all over it. People didn't understand what I was talking. You gave me the word couch potato. I'm throwing the potatoes all over the couch.
Because I don't
think
accept
I messed up. What does this couch potato mean?
I don't accept couch potatoes. And plus, they're too lazy to even call a matchmaker. When people want to raise the bar, that's when they call me. I'm going to do the screening process for you, and I'm going to make sure that that person's compatible to you so that you can have fun.
It reminds me of the Al Bundy with the hand going down and pegs running around, popping back.
I was away in college, University of South Florida, when that show came out, and my greatest brother in the world, who passed away, though, because he was such a party animal, we didn't realize he had a problem.
So I got a question, one
came
question.
Out then. He told me about that show.
So you told me the other day what you were doing for breast cancer.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's wonderful that you have
we
this
have
breast.
2 winners this year.
So tell us about that breast, because I only got a few minutes left, and I got to talk about it.
We are going to have a party that you're going to help me in Nassau County, and we're going to have a party to invite the 2 girls, their families, and anyone else that would like to come. And
So you want to help people out there with breast cancer so they can find love and they have no problem. Some people are very, they're very private about themselves and they want to be careful.
Yes, but I help you with that. First of all, I had the best plastic surgeon. That's why I show my boobs to everybody. And a lot of women, unfortunately, are not happy with their results. but they go to my guy, Dr. Peter Korn.
Did you say Dr. Peter Korn?
Yes.
This advertising is paid for Dr. Peter Korn.
Can I just tell you, I have sent him well over 100 people that were not happy with their results and now love the way they look, like me.
Okay, so listen to me. We could talk about, me and you could talk for days, hours, but we can't because time is up. And it's the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
And after Thanksgiving,
Thanks
happy
for
leftover,
listening.
have cornbread stuffing. So listen to me.
Now's the time to find love.
Listen, we're ending the show.
Yep.
We thank you for listening to Long Island Matchmaker with Maureen Tara Nelson on 98.3 KJOY. Yep. I'm your host, Todd Shapiro. One more time, I want to call Maureen Tara Nelson. I want to get in touch with you. I want to find love. And how do I find that love and find the matchmaker and find that person for me?
First of all, can everyone that has listened, please shoot me an email, Maureen@MTNMatchmaking.com, and tell me how this was the best show ever, that Todd was absolutely the best ever on this show with me. And the first person that emails me that, I'm going to send them out a gift card to Starbucks. And thank you for listening, everyone. I love you all.